objects should be lawful and it should not be declared to be void by any court. These are the this is what a contract means. Then here we say that an agreement enforceable by law. But what is an agreement? The elements of an agreement are offer and acceptance. Offer has to be given, offer has to be accepted, offer to do something or offer to abstain from doing something. And such offers should be accepted by the other person, then that becomes an agreement. Now agreement has to be enforceable in a court of law. That's when a contract becomes that's when an agreement becomes a contract. Agreement by per se cannot create any legal obligations, but all contracts do create legal obligations. Agreement may not even be binding on parties, but a contract is binding on all parties, and it may not result. An agreement may not necessarily result in a contract. Agreement accepting and without any consideration or without having any purpose in the end is just an agreement or a desire of parties. It may not necessarily result in a contract.
Like when we say that there's an agreement that okay, I'll come for dinner tonight.
Yeah,
so that's an agreement, but it's not enforceable by law, so it's not a
right.
contract. Okay. That kind of a.
So offer plus agreement, offer plus acceptance is equal to agreement. Agreement plus enforceability means a contract. Now the essentials of a valid contract are firstly, there should be a proposal to offer. That offer has to be communicated. Once it's communicated, the other person has a chance to accept it or to revoke it. Once it's accepted, there has to be a consideration to it. Then parties should have a capacity contract, they should be of sound mind, they should not be disqualified under law, they should not be forced for entering into a contract. And once they enter a contract, the contract has to be discharged. Then it's a valid contract.
Consideration is mandatory?
Yes, consideration for a contract to be valid, there has to be a consideration.
And lawful consideration.
Lawful consideration. Now, starting with essential clauses in a contract, what we generally read is firstly the parties have to be defined. Persons who are directly involved or interested in the transaction, we usually define them, we put their age, their address, their PAN details. If it's a company, then registered office. If it's a partnership, then partnership details. So parties who are entering the contract have to be specifically defined. Then it's followed by interpretation and definition clause. Interpretation helps us how a contract has to be harmoniously read. And definitions define terms that are to be used, and those terms are restricted to that agreement, what the term means in this agreement.